Just a sec. Let's begin. Hello, everyone. I'm Sejal Sharma, speaking on behalf of Hashdefine. First of all, welcome to today's session on AI-powered applications. Before I begin, allow me to introduce to Hashdefine. Hashdefine is a non-profit organization which conducts technical and non-technical events across colleges and aims to give life to a coding culture which promotes learning motivated by a fascination of new techniques. We welcome everybody who is willing to join us. And if you're attending this session, you are already a part of one of us. We're so grateful to have you. Our speakers for today will be Mayank and Divyansh Chaurasia. Mayank is a Devrel intern at Alan AI and an undergraduate student at IIIT. He is also a personal student leader. Divyansh manages developer programs at Alan AI and has been contributing to developer communities for more than 4 years. So let's pass on the mic to Mayank Sonkar.
Yeah, thank you, Sejal, for the introduction. And I would like to pass on the mic to Divyansh because he will be gonna to go first, and then I can start. Divyansh, take over to you.
Thanks. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us in today's session. So let me begin by sharing my screen first, and just give me a moment. Yeah, I hope my screen is visible here. You all can see the Alan slides here. Just confirm in the chat if you can. I think so, right? Team, my screen is visible. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, can you hear me? Hello.
It is visible. It is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Divyansh.
Yes, thank you so much, team, for confirming this. And yeah, firstly, thank you so much all for joining us in today's session and participating in Hack Define Hackathon. I'm super pumped and excited for this hackathon. And in today's session, we'll be building a voice AI powered app in React.js and with the Alan AI. So by the end of this session, you'll be able to, make your own in-app web application, in-app voice assistant in your web application. And Mayank will be demonstrating how you'll be integrating Alan AI into your React.js application. So for the prerequisite of the session, you just need to be a little bit familiar with React.js. And in this session, we'll be covering all the things from basic voice AI assistant capabilities. We'll learn about how you can make your application more user-friendly and increase the accessibility of it by adding voice in it. And yes, and I'm Divyansh. I manage developer programs here at Alan AI. Feel free to reach out to me anytime at @Divyansh@Alan.app. And yes, we are excited for this session. And today I have Mayank with me. He is a developer intern at Alan.app. And as I mentioned previously, he'll be demonstrating the integration part in this session. So super excited, and you can follow along with Mayank and build your own application right away during the workshop. And you can reach out to Mayank at, Mayank@Alan.app. And yeah, so I'm just beginning the session now. Oh, so I'll start with about Alan AI. So as you all know, we are supporting this hackathon by some sponsoring some money and some track prize, and we'll be having some exciting giveaways during the session. So stay tuned for that, and let's begin. So I'll start with about Alan AI. So the Alan AI platform allows developers to create intelligent voice assistant like Apple Siri, Amazon Alexa, but for a specific application in matter of days. So you can think of us as an API product where you can integrate all the smart voice AI assistant capabilities into any of web or mobile application. And the Alan platform is very advanced system that includes voice processing, speech recognition, natural language processing, and much more. So you do not need to worry about all the complex stuff. You can just integrate Alan application into your web apps, and you'll have your voice assistant inside your application, and it's super easy to integrate, right? So for this, I'll start with the hackathon task overview. For this hackathon, You just need to add voice assistant using the Alan platform to any web or mobile application. This can be done with either a new or existing open source application. So let's say you're building or participating on any track in this hackathon, and you felt adding voice assistant can improve the user experience and help your users understanding and using the app better. Feel free to introduce you know uh, that. Alan AI voice in your system, and we have special prizes around it. So we have a track prize of 7,500 INR Amazon gift card. So let's say you integrated the Alan AI. There's no specific track for Alan AI. You can participate in any track, and you can integrate Alan voice there. And if we feel that the project is solving is very innovative and solving some problem, we'll reward the winner with the track price of 7,500 INR Amazon gift card. And there will be a multiple giveaways too during the session, including I'm just announcing the first giveaway for today. That is, you'll just have to make a post about Alan AI. You can do it after the session. And yeah, so I'll just need to, edit some date here. So you just need to make a post about Alan AI from what you've learned in the session. Let's say when Mayank is, starting the process, you can make some changes and stuff like that. And today is May 5th, so you can consider the deadline for this LinkedIn giveaway is May 7th, and you have 2 days to make a post. So let's say you can make a post about it, and there will be more giveaways coming soon during the session. So you can expect couple of more giveaways from our side, maybe tomorrow, and in between the hackathons, I'll be posting that, or Mayank will be posting that on Alan on your Discord servers of the hackathon. So if you have any queries regarding the giveaway for today, feel free to ask them on YouTube chat. Mayank or someone from our team will be answering that. So now I'll start with the sum of voice stuff here, like why we are building voice AI at Alan, and why I'm talking about voice UX and everything related to voice in today's session, and most importantly, why we are learning why we are learning to add voice assistant into your mobile or web application. So if we go back in 1980s, humans were interacting with machines with just command lines. People who were good with mathematics and programming can only interact with the machines. Then in late 90s, GUI and browser came in, and people started interacting with machines with their keyboard and mouse. And in late 2010s, we got introduced to mobile phones. We started interacting with computers and machines via touch. And so in all that pattern till 2010, you've seen that, mankind is like kind of mobile phones and machines are being more accessible. For example, in 1980s, not everyone can access the mobile or computer devices because they need to learn code or mathematics to solve these things. But by the time it becomes more and more easy and accessible to everyone. But in last 5 to 10 day, yeah, like 5 years, we have seen there's slightly move towards the voice ecosystem. Companies like Amazon, Google, and Walmart are like investing a huge chunk of money in and resources in building voice ecosystem for their products. And for example, Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, Siri, and much more. So that's why we are saying that voice UX is the next paradigm, and all the applications, whether it is like mobile or web, in future, every application have their own in-app voice assistant. And yeah, so this is the goal. That's why we are saying voice UX is the next paradigm. Let's talk about on-device voice assistant and versus in-app voice assistant. So yeah, in previous slides, I mentioned that companies like Amazon, Google, and Apple and Walmart are like making huge investments in the voice ecosystem, but there are certain cons in what they are trying to do. For example, if we talk about Amazon Alexa, it's like completely device level voice assistant. You cannot interact with touch or see what is going on. You can just talk to that voice assistant. And when we talk about OS or mobile level assistant, that is CD or Google Assistant, it's like very basic assistant. You can just integrate these assistant and you can do just some basic stuff like setting up alarm and doing some basic stuff. These all OS mobile level application, you cannot perform anything inside that particular application. For example, you want to order some food via voice, so you cannot do it. But with the Alan voice, you can actually integrate any integrate the voice assistant inside any application. For example, you want to use that application and order something via voice and everything. If the app has like integrated Alan voice, you can do it in just a few minutes. So when I say like you can literally add in-app voice assistant to any of mobile or web application, it means we have like huge support for multiple frameworks out there. For example, if you're building on web, we have support for React, Angular, Ember, Ionic, and Vanilla.js. And if you are building for mobile application, we have support for Android, iOS, Flutter, React Native, and much more. So we have like vast support for different multiple frameworks. So you can literally add voice to any of the platform. So this is the quickly use case, which is like Mayank created. This is an web application, which is where Mayank is ordering stuff with just his voice. So, and you can also interact with this web app via touch or, via your computer, but you can also use it by your voice. So I'm just playing this video. Please have a look.
Hi, this is Alan, your voice assistant. Start by saying, what do you have?
What do you have?
We have burger, pizza, hot dog, taco, snacks and drink. What do you want?
I want pizza.
Here are the pizza we offer. Please choose accordingly.
Scroll down.
Scrolling down.
Add double cheese in my cart.
Added. Would you like to increase the quantity?
Yep.
Awesome. How many quantity would you like to order?
3.
3 quantity of double cheese added. Anything else you want to order?
Yes.
What do you want?
Burger.
Here are the burger we offer. Please choose accordingly.
Add healthy buns in my cart.
Added. Would you like to increase the quantity?
No.
Anything else you want to order?
No, I'm good.
Alright, should I confirm your order?
Yes, please.
You ordered 3 double cheese, 1 healthy buns. Is that correct?
Correct.
Awesome. Your order will deliver soon. Thank you for shopping with us.
Cool.
So similarly, what you saw in your previous video, Mayank actually he created an web app where you can order food from just your voice. So he is using his voice and assistant is understanding everything, what he's saying and converting it into actions in that particular web application. And he also created the Flipkart clone of voice assistant where you can order stuff with just your voice and add stuff in your cart and then proceed to checkout. So Alan platform is like a complete solution for developers. It's like super easy to integrate and you can see there's an existing mobile application, you integrated Alan voice and now your assistant have your Alan voice assistant. So with the Alan platform, you can build, debug, integrate, and later on analyze like how users are using your assistant and make changes accordingly. Why I'm saying that Alan platform is breakthrough technology? It's the first thing is the ease of development. Integrating Alan voice, Alan AI into your web application is super easy. You just need to You just need some familiarity with JavaScript. It's a cross-platform and framework agnostic. So we have like multiple support for multiple frameworks, including iOS, Android, Web, React, Flutter, and again much more. And accuracy. When we talk about voice assistant and voice AI, accuracy is super important here because whatever the user is trying to say, if voice assistant is not understanding the properly, the experience is broken. It won't work much. So but with Alan AI, you do not need to worry about all those accuracy and stuff, accuracy part, because we have our own technology here that is, SLU and contextual language understanding technology. So you do not need to worry about it. Speed of implementation and iteration. So once you integrate voice assistant or Alan voice in your product or mobile app or web app, you do not need to worry about making changes to your application. You just integrated it. All the changes in future, if you want to make, you just need to make changes in the Alan platform, not inside the application. So it'll save lots and lots of time, and you can go ahead with the training. You can iterate very quickly and make changes very quickly. No training data, no surprises. With Alan, you do not need to worry about any training data or surprises. No, you do not need to worry about any training data or training data sets for building your assistant. We have already, took care of that thing. So get started. Now I'm, handing over this to Mayank. Mayank, can you continue the slides from there and, mention it?
Yeah, thank you, Divyansh. Thank you so much for this amazing session. Now I would like to take this session further. Let me just share my screen. So is my screen visible? Someone please confirm in the chat or from the team side.
It is visible. It is visible.
Okay, cool then. So hi everyone. As Divyansh introduced me, I am Mayank, a development intern here at Alan AI. So here we are building a platform completely based on voice. So like whenever you say hey Google or hey Alexa, it sounds good, right? But how can, like, if I tell you you can make your own voice assistant with a few steps with the help of Alan AI, and that's what we are doing today. So with that, let's get started with Alan AI. So first thing was we need to create a React app to integrate Alan AI in our React app. So let's go ahead with this. Open your favorite terminal, whatever suits you well. So let's give it a command npx create React app. Give it a name, whatever you want. Let's say Alan Workshop. I'm not going to click enter because I already created this app due to some time constraints, and this app takes 2 to 3 minutes to create. So let me go to the directory. Here we go. So I'm opening this in VS Code. You can open it in your favorite text editor, like maybe it is for Atom or some Sublime. So this is the predefined structures of a React app. You can see there is a lots of file in here. Like we have a public folder, we have a src folder, but all we need to do is we are only working in this app.js file inside the src folder. Just click on it and you can see there is a lots of things, but we don't need to do this. Just remove all the unnecessary things, and instead of these code, we are just say h1 here. This is it for us. And to start the development server of a React app, you just need to type npm start. So just go ahead with npm start to start the development server of our React app, and it will start the development server of our React app. To integrate Alan in our React app, we need to install a dependency that is at Alan AI, Alan SDK. Let me do it quickly. So here we go. Npm install at Alan SDK. Okay, so Alan Web SDK. So because of the time constraint, I already installed this dependency. So I'm not going to click this, but you can click enter to install this dependency. And this is it for now. To work further, we need to use this Ln button to integrate Ln in a React app. Just import this Ln button from the dependency we just installed. To initialize this Ln button, we need a use effect hook from React. So just import it. So use effect hooks had different functionality and you can use it according to your condition. For this case, we are using use effect hook as componented amount. So what do you mean by componented amount? Something will happen when our app mounts. So here we go with a use amount. So use effect hooks two parameters. The first one is a arrow function and the second one is a dependency array. So according to the things inside this dependency array, your use effect function will call. For our case, we leave this empty, so use effect will call only one time whenever our app mount. So inside this use effect, we need to initialize our Ln button. And this Ln button takes some important parameter. We need to send and import it as object. So let's give it a some parameters. The first parameter it will take, it's a key. So key is the most important part of this app. So without key, you are not able to integrate Ln in a React app. So let's find out where this key. So to finding this key, we need to go to our Chrome and just go to ln.app. Click on get started now. So if you have an account, that's perfect. Just sign in. If you don't have an account, sign up. So for me, I'm signing in. So you can see I have a lots of project here. These are the project I built before. So to create a new project, you have two options. Just create voice assistant, or go below this, click on this button, create voice assistant. Let's give it. So here are a different project. You can use it. This is a predefined project. If you want to understand more deeply about Alan, I definitely recommend you to go through this, because these are the basics and foundation project of Alan AI, so that you can learn a lot from Alan AI. But for this workshop, I am going with empathy project. So we need to give it a name. So let's say Alan workshop. And it will create a project for you. So you can see there is some code written here, but we don't need to worry about it right now. We will be understanding these concepts as a workshop go along. But for now, we need to find our Ln key. So for that, we need to click on this integration button. And you can see the integration key is right there. Just copy this SDK key and you go back to your React application and just paste it here. After saving the code, just go back to your Chrome browser and just refresh your React app. You can see there is a button in the bottom right corner, a mic button. So whenever you click on this button and say hi.
I can't do this.
Okay, because let me try again. Hello world.
Hello.
So you can see Ellen will respond with hello. And how is this possible? This is the best part I love about Ellen, because I just need to add the key inside our React tab, and this is all we have to do. This is how simple to integrate Ellen AI with your React tab. To do something else, we can write some commands in the Ellen script. You can do whatever you want in this workshop with a few commands. So this is what we need to do. Here we specialize an intent. So what is our intent? Let's go back to our presentation. We will learn all these things in a minute. So here we go. Okay. So first thing first, we need to create a React app to integrate Alan in our React app. We did it. And sign up for Alan, we already did that. And we have a Slack community. If you have any question or queries after the workshop, maybe you can find me or Divyansh on LinkedIn, Twitter, or mail me or mail us. But if we are not able to answer your question, definitely you can drop your queries in our Slack community. We will happy to answer all of your question there. Yeah, that's it. And let's go back. Okay, so intent, we have an intent. So whenever I want to order something, I want to order a coffee, there is an intention behind it, right? So whenever I want to do something, there is an intention behind it. So in Alan, we have an intent for that. So intent is stand for intentions in Alan script. So whenever you want to do something in Alan app, you need to use a intent. So intent is a most basic and simple function. So intent allow you to write some voice commands in the Alan script. And intent take two parameters. The first one is a pattern for which Alan listen, and the second one is a callback. So let's say in this example, we have an intent which is says hello world with a callback function hello. So whenever you say hello world, the callback function will be invoked and says hello. So this play, so this p.play is a predefined function in Alan script. You can use it to give response back to the user. So this is very simple, and intent is a most important function in the Alan script. So maybe you need to figure it out how this works, but it is very simple to understand. Intent only take two parameters. The first one is a pattern, and the second one is a callback, and you can use these functions according to your condition. Let's back to our Alan console and let's see how we can use it for most benefit. So you can see there is an intent function written here. Let me zoom it out. So this is hello world, and Alan will respond with hello or hi there. So we can change this according to our condition. Let's say, what are you doing right now? So you can write it some response. Attending session. This should be a string. And you can add one or multiple functions right here. Attending session, attending session, attending session. So save it. Let's go back to our React app. Just give it a refresh so that all the changes occur here. And just click on this mic button and say the pattern. What is that? What are you doing right now? Cool. What are you doing right now?
Attending session. Attending session. Attending session.
Yeah. So this is very simple things you need to understand, and look how simple it is to integrate Alan AI with React app. You just need to add a key there, and that's all. That's all you have to do. Let me remove this too for further. Okay, cool. So let's go back to our presentation. Let me close this. Here we go. And yeah. So after intent, we have some more concept in NRAI. So like commands. So whenever you want to do something in your React app, suppose whenever I say something, whenever user says something to Alan, you need to do something according to the user's response in your React app. So what do I mean by that? So we use command for that. So whenever I say something in to Alan will do something in our Alan console, and according to that, our React app respond. So let me show you how can we do that. So the use case here, whenever I say run the test command, a React app should pop up an alert which says run the test command. Cool. So this is as simple as that. You don't need to do anything. Just write an intent, or I'm just copying it. Give me a minute, and here we go. So instead of passing this, so we need to change this pattern. So this is a pattern. You write whatever you want here according to your condition. Like in the first intent, I write what are you doing right now. So this is all. In the second intent, my condition is different from the first condition. So in this condition, I want whenever I say run the test command, something will happen. Okay. So let's say run the test command. What I want, whenever I say run the test command, our React app should pop up an alert which says run the test command. So just passing the string, instead of passing the string, we need to pass an object in .play functions. So just write it command. So this command is a parameter of an object. We need to put it here and give it a name. So let's say for this, the command should be test. So this test command is up to you. You can change the name according to the condition you want. Suppose you want to add the item in your cart, so you can name it as add the item in the cart, or not as long, but you can say something add to cart. So this is what you need to do. You can change a name, this test name, whatever you want, but this command name should be the same because this is a predefined function, so it should not be changed. Just save it and go to your React tab. Just pay attention to it. Is we passes an object here from our Alan script. We pass an object, so we should receive this object in our React tab. Then how can we do that? With the help of on command function. So we have a on command function. Let's destructure the object and put it command. So this is the same command parameter which we send in our Alan voice script. So we're receiving the same command in our React tab. So what we need to do, we need to check for the command. If the command is the same as we want, then something will happen in our React tab. So let's say command should be equal to test, right? Then do something. So what we are checking here, we're checking here this command should be equal to this test, and this is what we are doing right here. So with the command, we are sending the command name test, right? So let's go back here. So whenever this command name should be matched with this command, something will happen. And what we want an alert function. We want an alert function will pop up whenever we run this test command. So let's say our alert should say command run successfully. Cool. So let's go back and let's try this in our React tab. Give it a refresh. What is the pattern? Let me, okay, run the test command. And here we go. Run the test command. Did I miss something? Let me refresh it again. Run the test command. Okay, I think I missed something. What I'm doing wrong here. Run the test command is fine. p.play command test. That's also fine. On command, this also fine. So here we go, here we go, here we go. Everything seems fine. What's wrong? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Oops, oops, oops. Oh, I'm really sorry guys for the glitch. Just give me a minute. The interaction in my Alan account finished. So I need to create a new app in a different account. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Let me do it quickly.
While you're
Okay,
doing
if
it,
you want, we can take a 5-minute break and fix the glitch and all. Mayank?
yeah,
Divyansh, right.
while you're doing this, we can take a 2 minutes break because I think there's Zoom meeting. It'll get over in.
Yeah, let's just pause it for a couple of minutes and rejoin.
Yeah, definitely.
Mayank, you can like start.
Just a minute, just a minute. Something went wrong. I'm not sure what. Why is this behavior?
Technical authors program if you want, or if you can solve that in a couple of minutes, then it's fine too.
That's done.
Good.
Sorry for the break. Well, with no further delay, let's continue from where we left. I'll pass the mic to Mayank again.
Yeah. Thank you, Cecil. And I'm sorry, guys, because of for this glitch, I'm using my second account for the Alan voice script, and so we have some free credentials for Alan voice script. So when you use all the free credentials, you are not able to play with Alan Turf. So that's what I did, and so I'm back again with a new account. So here we go, where we left. So what we are doing right now, so we are just saying run the test command, and we need to do something whenever user say run the test command according in our React app, right? So here we are just writing a command test, and whenever I say run the test command, this test command should pop up an alert which says command run successfully. Okay, so now let's go back to our React app and give it a refresh. Run the test command, and you can see an alert pop up saying command run successfully. So this is what we are doing. So this is you need to do whenever you want to do something according to the user's response. Yeah, so this is the basics and very important concept of command. So whenever you are integrating Alan AI in your React app, you need to learn about these basic concepts, because in the end, these are the building blocks of a giant application. So make sure these very basic concepts are clear to you. If you have any question, any doubt, feel free to drop it in our comment section. I will definitely help you out with that. Okay, so with that, let's move forward. So after the command, we have multiple alternatives. So what are the multiple alternatives? So suppose I ask Alan about the weather. So I need to ask Alan about the weather. So I say, what about the weather? Or what is the weather? Or I can say, what is the temperature? Or how's the temperature? So you can see there is a multiple ways asking the same question, right? So does this mean we need to write 4 intent for 4 conditions? No, not at all. So to handle this condition, we have multiple alternatives. So multiple alternative allow you to handle one or more condition in a single intent. So like for this better condition, we need to handle all these condition in a single intent with the help of multiple alternative. And how can we do that? We need to simply add a very basic syntax of multiple alternative to achieve this. Let me do it for you. So let's me copy this, and here we go. So our use cases, what is the weather? Alan will respond with, let's say something simple right now. Let's say cool. Okay. But there is multiple way, as I told you, to ask the same question. So we need to cover all these questions so that our Alan will respond with a highly accurate way, right? So what is the weather? How is the temperature? So what we need to do, we just need to cover it in a parenthesis, and we need to add a or symbol between how and what. And same here, we need to cover it in a parenthesis and add a simple or and just say temperature. So whenever you just say, what is the temperature? How is the temperature? What is the weather? How is the weather? All these conditions we've covered in a single intent loop. So this makes your code so much easier to understand and a very clear and a very short. So this is the power of Alan AI, and this is a very basic syntax you can use. I did not do anything like difficult. This is all very simple, right? We need to just add 2 parentheses and an or symbol between 2 words. Let's test it out in our React app. Let's go. Give it a refresh as usual and say, how is the weather?
Cool.
How is the temperature?
Cool.
What is the weather?
Cool.
What is the temperature?
Cool.
See, so you can cover more than one condition in a single intent with the help of multiple alternatives. So I hope this concept is clear to you. If you have any question, any doubt, feel free to drop any comment in our comment section. Okay, let's go back to the presentation for further concepts. So apart from this, we have some more concept like context. So context is one of the important concept in our Alan AI. So whenever we say something which may or may not be have meaning standalone, but they do have a meaning in a context. So whenever I'm asking Alan about the weather, so I say, what is the weather today? So Alan will respond with something, and then I say, what about tomorrow? So to understand what about tomorrow, Alan should understand what are the reference of my tomorrow. So I'm asking about tomorrow, but what I'm asking about tomorrow? There is a lots of things going on tomorrow, right? So apart from the context, if I say what about tomorrow, so there is a no meaning of what about tomorrow. There is a lots of things going on. But after asking how's the weather today, and then I say what about tomorrow, then Alan can understand, right? I'm referring to the weather. So this is what context do for us. So whenever we need to create some multi-stage communication with Alan, we use context in our React app. And how can we do that? Very simple. So whenever say how is the temperature? So we need to create a context for other things. Let's say what is the context name? Let's say temp2. And here we go. So we need to initialize this temperature, this context inside the intent, so that whenever user say what is the weather, and after that what about tomorrow, it will navigate to this context. So let's save it and copy it. And instead of this, let's say what about tomorrow. So whenever user says what about tomorrow, this intent navigate to the user in this context, and we can simply handle this case with the help of context. Let's say warm. And not only one, we can handle as much cases as we want. What about day after tomorrow? Warm as well. Let's go back to our React app and give it a refresh to test it out. And let's say, how is the temperature?
Cool. Sorry, there are some errors in the script.
Let me check quickly what's wrong. No error in the script. No error. Let me refresh it once again. Maybe the code is not saved. What about tomorrow? Oh, I'm sorry. How is the temperature?
Cool. There are errors in the script.
Still. Everything looks good here. Representation, and here we go. Cool. Yeah, everything.
I mean, you can resolve it later if that works because we are running a little short on time. So
Yeah.
yeah, we can talk about this later. But can you show? I think we are almost done with the basic integration part. So if you have anything else to add on, you can, and then we can
Yeah, definitely,
go.
Divyansh. Let me wrap up quickly. So I will check it. I will check it and get back. So let's comment it out for now. And for the last concept, we have a fallback. So fallback is used whenever a user says something like which our app should not be trained, and we don't want to user say something that is not capable of our React app. Then we use fallback. To integrate fallback, we just need to give it a command and say something like come again and something. So whenever user says something irrespective or unrelatable with our app, this fallback function will be invoked, and you are saving with the you are covering all the unnecessary cases which user might say. Yeah. Yeah, so this is all from my side. Now I would like to call Divyansh for announcing about the technical author program we have.
Okay, Mayank, you can share the slides. I can just walk people technical artist program. So everyone who joined the
Yeah.
session today, thank you so much for joining the session and giving your time to us. We're super excited to see what you build with Alan AI in the hackathon. And I also want you all to invite you to our technical authors program. So we are like running a developer technical author program in from last couple of months, and in this we are actively rewarding the community members with somewhere around 60 USD to 200 USD if they write something about Alan AI on their blog, or write something about community, write something about Alan AI for the community. So it's not a typical freelance gig where you write about Alan AI and we pay you. It's like the completely community oriented thing where we do not ask ownership of your content. You can just have a look. You can just feel and you can just apply it to the program, and we'll share the next steps more. If you're interested in participating in the program, you can apply uh, by submitting by filling that on this link, and I'm sharing that link with the organizers here so that we can share it, and we'll also be mentioning in the Discord servers as well. Thank you so much for joining, and it was great that you all joined. Thanks again. Cool. We can end the session, I think.
Yeah, so thank you so much. Well, it was a highly informative and interesting session. So with no further delay, if any of you has any questions, you can drop them in the comment section.
Yep. I think the session will not go the way we want, but definitely I expect you to understand the basis concept. And to be honest with you, these are the basis concepts of building block of a giant application. So you just need to figure it out how things works in LNAI, and this is a very simple to integrate in a React app. So I'm highly recommend you to go through the documentation once, and if you have any question or queries, drop it our Slack channel. That's all. That's all.
Well, so we'll wrap our session over here. I would like to thank you so much, Mayank and Divyansh, for such an amazing and wonderful session.
Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining us today.